I am yours and you are mine. 'Cause I am yours, you are mine. You are mine.
Dearly beloved in Jesus Christ, in today's first reading, Joshua asks the people of Israel to decide whether they will worship the Lord or they will bow down before the idols. Jesus also asks his disciples whether they too want to leave him and go. Christ asks his disciples, as Joshua in the first reading puts in the voice of the Israel, to know whether they will follow the Lord or not. In other words, today's liturgy of the word puts a point to reflect upon. What motivation do we have to follow the Lord or to abandon him? Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, today's first reading is taken from the book of Joshua, chapter 24, which is the last chapter. And the discourse is the last address of Joshua to the people of Israel. By then, the people of Israel settled in the land of Canaan on the bank of the river Jordan. The Lord kept us safe from all their enemies. Consequently, they were leading a peaceful life. In this juncture, before his death, Joshua puts this important question to the people of Israel to decide whether they will follow the Lord or they will bow down before the idols. Often, when we are in comfortable life, we tend to abandon God and follow our own human lifestyle. That's what Joshua wanted to know when they were in a comfortable life, whether they will be with the Lord or not. The psalmist says, "In his riches, man lacks wisdom." So, dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, what is the motivation that we have whether to leave God or to be with him? We tend to leave him, if at all, we go to him for the material benefits that we receive. But we will cling on to him always when we know the real reason why we are going to him. Today's gospel is the climax of the long discourse of Jesus on the topic bread from heaven. Here we have an account of after effects of Jesus' discourse. The discourse gave different feelings to different people. Some detached him, some came close to him. Some were terrified, some were edified, and some left, some were drawn closer to God. Let us look at few types of the people who abandoned him, who did not move with him any longer after this discourse. We are told the major portion of the disciples, except the 12, abandoned him and did not walk with him any longer. They can be classified into the following kind of followers of Jesus Christ. First, some clearly saw where Jesus is heading towards, which means some of the followers clearly understood that Jesus is challenging the authorities and going against them. They foresaw that it is not possible for Jesus or for anybody in the society to go against the authority and get better of them. So they foresaw the danger that they are going to face. Hence they thought this would be the apt time to leave Jesus, and they left. These followers are like those seeds that fell in the thorny bush. They left their faith when they had to challenge their faith in conflict situation. These are fair feather followers. If they have to test their faith in times of tribulations, they would immediately leave the faith and go. Secondly, there are some who understood that being with Jesus is not a good business deal. Fundamentally, these are the people who follow Jesus or God for the benefits they get. They calculate the benefits they get by following a God. Most of the time, these are the material benefits, the possessions, the money, the position, and the honor that we get in following Christ. And these people will obviously leave God when they understand that they are not going to get it anymore. That's what happened in the gospel. Of course, more than Jesus, nobody can give you the best. But if it is required that you are supposed to give to God something of your own, are you ready to give? Or are we always at the expecting end? Remember, following Jesus is always a cross-awaiting path. Hence, the people who gathered around Jesus with the wrong motivation left him after this long discourse. But disciples, headed by Peter, who realized the real treasure in Jesus Christ, remained with him, saying, "Where shall we go, Lord? You have the eternal words." The disciples who really saw the real treasure in Jesus Christ would not leave him even in hard times. Therefore, in conclusion, there remains a question. What is the motivation factor that we develop in our faith living? Is it only material or communal benefits? Or it is because you have realized a real treasure with Jesus? Let God bless us all.